The four-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl MVP, Hines Ward with me. Hines, let's get down to it here. What is going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers? Big win last week, but do you think that all is right in Pittsburgh? They obviously have a lot to do bringing Le'Veon Bell back into the fold. It's been an interesting year, to say the least.
Oh, no question about it. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers is all about the drama that we had going into the season. It's kind of unorthodox. I mean, it's not the Steelers culture. It's not how we do things in Pittsburgh. All we focus on is about lining up and just kicking tail on the football field, right? So understand, listen, I get it. Le'Veon Bell, one of the best running backs in the game today. He's not there, but I think, at the beginning of the season, players talking about contracts and stuff. Just get back to playing football. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about, just being singularly focused week in and week out. And focus on the opponent, and whenever Le'Veon Bell comes back, then we talk about it. But until then, just focus on football. James Conner's doing a phenomenal job. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, they got a great matchup this week, a big divisional game with the Cincinnati Bengals. And for whatever reason, there's a comfort level with the Steelers going into Cincinnati and playing and somehow coming out of there with victory. So I know it's a big game for them, and I think for Cincinnati, it's about overcoming the psyche of beating the Pittsburgh Steelers in Cincinnati. I think it's a big win. I can't wait to get the matchup going. You still got AB and Big Ben on the field, and they're looking like they're starting to get things together, moving in the right direction. So I'm looking forward to this upcoming weekend.
What do you think of Big Ben's comments saying that James Conner, quote, shouldn't be put on the shelf when Le'Veon returns? Do you see them splitting carries and the quarterback talking out? From your perspective, what was your reaction?
I mean, he has to say that, right? I mean, James Conner, no disrespect, but he's not Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell is a game changer. He is a different animal. I'm telling you, for what he brings to the table, there's no one like him ever. I mean, the closest thing that I can compare him to was what Marshall Faulk did when he was playing. But Le'Veon Bell is that guy, and so. Listen, he has to give James Conner confidence because he's the running back. Listen, he's a talented young kid. I love everything about him. He's going to run the ball hard. He's going to pick up some yards. He's pretty good, got some pretty good hands coming out of the backfield. But at the end of the day, you just don't replace the Le'Veon Bell. I'm sorry. I've watched him play, and I've seen him do it multiple times. The guy can beat you as a wide receiver and as a running back.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would argue with that. Do you think the Steelers, I think it's pretty fair to say they've got a mental edge on the Bengals?
Yeah, no question about it. And like I said, there's a comfort level going into Cincinnati that, that's home away from home. I mean, we sometimes have more Steelers fans than Bengal fans at the stadium. So the comfort level of playing in Cincinnati has always been there. So that's why I think it's a big game mentally for the Bengals to kind of get over that hump, saying, hey, can we beat Pittsburgh at home? Can we somehow find a way to get the job done? So if that happens, then maybe I think Cincinnati, if they can find a way to win this game, I think they go on to win the AFC North. But if they don't, then look out. The AFC North is up for grabs, and it's anyone's division.
What do you think about the entire AFC? I mean, are you looking at Kansas City like, oh my, the Chiefs are actually at the top, or do you still think that New England will be there and your Steelers? How do you size it all up?
Well, I mean, it's a great matchup. The Chiefs go on the road to New England. I think that's kind of the barometer. We'll see how good the Patriots really are, and we'll see how good or bad the Chiefs are. I mean, right now, they're finding ways to win. Patrick Mahomes is one of the young up-and-coming guys that's lighting the league up. Last week, he didn't particularly play well, but they still found a way to win, and that's scary good. I mean, when you don't give it your best and you don't play at your best and you still walk away with a win, I think that's awesome. But Tom Brady, you can never count out Belichick and Brady. And now Julian Edelman's coming back. You still got Gronk. He's a little banged up a little bit. Josh Gordon is still learning the playbook. Man, it's set up for a great matchup. I can't wait to watch that game.
And who do you like, Hines, the most of all the young quarterbacks, from Mahomes to Jared Goff, Carson Wentz? Like, who would you put if you were drafting right now?
Man, that's tough. I mean, Deshaun Watson is a beast. I think he's starting to come back after the injury. Baker Mayfield is kind of a unique player. I mean, he has that moxie about him. It's kind of annoying, but yet you want to watch him. And, when he celebrates, he just brings that flair. I like his style. I like his swag on the football field. But I just love the state of our game. I mean, think about it. Drew Brees just became the all-time passing leader in NFL history. Tom Brady, he's 39. Tom Brady's 41. But, man, the league is in good shape with all the young guys, Jared Goff, Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the list just keeps going. Carson Wentz coming back. So you can kind of see the changing of the guards where these young guys are really going to make our game super exciting and super fun to watch.
Give me a pick. Pick one.
I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes. He's killing it. He scored 6 touchdowns against the Steelers, so I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes.
I like it. I like it. You're working with McAllister's Deli here, Hines. You got the tailgate situation. What's going on over there?
You know, now that I'm retired, I now get a chance to experience tailgating like no other. You know, as a player, you don't really think about what all goes into tailgating, but now that I'm retired, man, tailgating's hard. You put a lot of work into it. So I've teamed up with McAllister really to make my tailgating experience like no other. I mean, they have an assortment of great handcrafted sandwiches. We got the chips, we got the cookies, and of course you can't leave out their famous sweet tea here, man. Me being from the South, I love my sweet tea. But that's what it's all about. And really, to get that ultimate game day, you can have that ultimate game day experience tailgating by going online to McAllistersDeli.com/tailgate, and you can get all the great food. Just look on there, order it, they'll have it ready for you to go.
Hines, appreciate the time. Great to talk to you.